what I do realize is that as of right now, no other Chicago Sky game have been moved to the United Center, except for one, Indiana Fever.
Angel Reese is visibly frustrated once more, this time regarding how her team, the Chicago Sky, seemingly threw her under the bus and overlooked her. Why are only Caitlin Clark's games being held at the United Center? She questioned reporters, clearly confused by the disparity in treatment. The reality is, as disappointing as it may be for Angel, the answer is crystal clear. Fans are flocking to see Caitlin, not her. That's a harsh truth, one that lands like a swatted layup.
Speaking of United Center, it'll also play host to a pair of WNBA games for the first time this season. The Sky announcing their matchups, hosting the Indiana Fever. Will be moved from Wintrust to the UC, has about double the capacity, so more tickets available to watch Caitlin.
When a rookie enters the league and shatters attendance records, it's more than mere excitement. It's a business phenomenon. Caitlin Clark didn't just fill Gainbridge Fieldhouse last season, she set a new standard, drawing in nearly 341,000 fans. An unprecedented franchise record. In contrast, the Chicago Sky, even with Angel Reese on their roster, fell short of that figure. Yet, Reese believes they are both generating the same level of excitement. It's a commendable sentiment.
Looks like the Chicago Sky have finally done what we've been asking for, which was to schedule the games against the Fever at the United Center. And also, in case you weren't already aware, the United Center is the biggest basketball arena in the country. Both home games against the Fever have been scheduled at the United Center.
Let's discuss the United Center situation. The Chicago Sky stirred attention by announcing they'll play just 2 games in the massive 21,000-seat arena for the 2025 season, and both matchups are against the Indiana Fever. Coincidence? Hardly. This isn't just random scheduling, it's a strategic move by the front office to emphasize who the real drawing power is.
Caitlin coming to town, man, all these teams are going to cash in on that. It's just the nature of the business at this point. One fan saying, let's go Fever, taking over the United Center. I can't wait. The Angel Reese effect? No. They know better than to leave free money on the table when the face card comes to town. Yeah, man, because we remember last time Caitlin Clark was there, bro, the arena erupted.
The Sky spent the entire 2024 season at Wintrust Arena, which accommodates just over 10,000 fans, hosting every home game there, including all of Angel Reese's appearances. Despite her impressive rebounding skills and TikTok fame, they never felt the need to shift venues. Now, with Caitlin Clark making her debut, suddenly it's all about upgrading to a larger arena. It's clear who the front office views as the main attraction.
It seems the Chicago Sky have had to move 2 of their home games to a larger facility, a larger basketball facility. I'm sure, no doubt, this is the Angel Reese effect. I've got no doubts, no qualms. There's nothing. She even told me herself right here that it's not just one other player, it's because of her.
Sky President Adam Fox attempted to frame the decision as a way to reward fans' passion, which sounds nice but doesn't hold up. If it genuinely prioritized Sky fans, they would have expanded capacity for more than just 2 games. The reality is that this move isn't about rewarding supporters. It's about filling the arena when Caitlin Clark takes the court.
One of the hottest tickets in the WNBA, Caitlin Clark coming back to the city that she owns, coming back to Chicago after Chicago gave her such a warm welcome last year. They threw Barbie night for Caitlin Clark's arrival. They gave her pink towels. The fans were lined up on the side. She was signing autographs. How is Chicago going to welcome Caitlin Clark this next year around? How are they going to top Barbie night in a 9,000-seat arena? Well, easy. We moved Barbie night to a 21,000-seat arena.
Let's be clear, this is purely a strategic financial decision. The United Center offers not only more seating, but also greater profit potential. The high demand exists, but it's exclusively tied to Caitlin Clark's presence. This isn't favoritism, it's capitalism at work. Caitlin Clark is driving ticket sales, while Angel Reese is left questioning why her impressive stats aren't drawing larger crowds. The numbers speak for themselves. It's not just the Chicago Sky making these venue shifts. A trend is emerging across the WNBA, with teams like the Washington Mystics, Las Vegas Aces, Atlanta Dream, Dallas Wings, and Connecticut Sun also relocating their games against the Indiana Fever to larger arenas. If you're wondering whether this is mere coincidence in scheduling, it's not. This movement is focused on one influential player, Caitlin Clark. The shift in venue choices reflects the growing impact of star power in the league.
Clark and Fever games getting moved to bigger venues on the road is normal at this point in time. We see it happen quite often whenever that Fever show comes to town. But in this case, it is interesting considering the opponent and considering the venue.
The online reaction has been anything but subtle, with fans buzzing about the apparent disparity in treatment. Social media exploded with questions and criticisms regarding why only games featuring Caitlin Clark are receiving VIP attention. Observers are beginning to recognize that Angel Reese's matchups don't generate the same level of enthusiasm. Not one of her games has warranted a venue upgrade. This disparity has left fans wondering, if Angel is as popular as she claims, why isn't she receiving the same star treatment? The contrast is becoming hard to ignore.
Goodness. America's team versus a team who has the person who is the scourge of society. Oh, God. Oh, man. Quote, they watch for me, too. Barbie night? Which one is Barbie night? You got to think one of the two is going to be Barbie night, right? Look at this. Laughing my ass off. Caitlin is really giving every single team a fundraising game. I am weak. My GOAT is simply different.
The irony here is striking. Throughout the season, Angel Reese worked tirelessly to present herself as Caitlin Clark's equal in both popularity and influence, insisting that she played a significant role in the WNBA's surge in attention. She claimed fans were tuning in for her just as much as they were for Caitlin. However, it seems the ticketing department didn't get the memo. When it's time to fill the arenas, all paths lead back to Clark. The stark contrast in fan engagement is undeniable.
He'll be moving to the United Center. So that's significant in the sense of it will be the first games ever played by WNBA teams in the United Center. The game's on Saturday, June 7th and Sunday, July 27th. One had a date change, but they will be moving to the largest capacity arena in the NBA. You know, more than double, I believe, what the Sky's typical home arena is able to hold. And of course, I mean, this is a duh for so many reasons.
It's becoming increasingly awkward. When the Sky announced they would host the Fever at the United Center not just once, but twice, it felt like a championship promotion. However, it's simply a reflection of what the numbers show. This raises a significant issue for Angel Reese. If she genuinely had the same drawing power as Caitlin Clark, wouldn't the Sky have adjusted their schedule for her? Shouldn't her team be leveraging her name to attract more fans? The discrepancy is hard to overlook.
Yeah, the reason why we watching women's basketball is not just because of one person, it's because of me too, and I want y'all to realize that.
Angel Reese is attempting to script her narrative as a co-star in the league's ascent, but the evidence tells a different story. While she focuses on promoting herself through interviews and viral TikToks, the rest of the WNBA is quietly rallying around the one name that consistently produces results, Caitlin Clark.
Say this, it's because of Angel Reese. They can't say this because of Angel Reese, because for the simple fact, a lot of their games would have moved to bigger arenas if that was the case. They can't not say this. I know people want it, and I know people be mad about this, bro. Y'all shouldn't be mad about this, bro. This is just the reality of the situation. You're not a hater. You're not none of that if you say Angel's not as big as Caitlin, because she's not, guys. That's the reality of it all, bro.
Let's break it down with straightforward numbers. The scoreboard doesn't lie. If Reese were garnering the level of attention that Clark does, her games would be drawing significant crowds, leading to sold-out Sky home games at the United Center within hours. However, that's simply not the case. The arena remains unchanged, and attendance numbers remain mediocre.
Last year, the Indiana Fever were in Chicago, and a lot of us were asking, why aren't they putting this in the big arena? Are they really that stubborn that they're ready to just turn away dollars just for a narrative? seems as if they got their end of their year report, looked at the bottom line and said, you know what? Slam shut. In 2025, we're going to be in the United Center.
When comparing attendance figures, the contrast is stark. Indiana Fever didn't just break their home crowd record in 2024, they shattered it, surpassing the previous WNBA single-season record by an astonishing 36%. That old record had stood firm since 2001, long before Angel even contemplated NIL deals or professional contracts. Caitlin didn't just influence attendance, she completely transformed it. Indiana celebrated hitting the 20,000 attendance mark not just once, but 3 times that season, filling arenas as if it were a playoff series in July. In contrast, the Chicago Sky's largest crowd during Angel's rookie season wasn't achieved during her tenure at all. Instead, it traces back to 2016 when Angel was still in high school, likely still mastering free throws. That game attracted over 16,000 fans to watch the Sky lose to the Sparks. Remarkable for the time, but since then, attendance has dwindled significantly.
Guys, I'm telling you, when Caitlin Clark comes to town, put it in the big arena because she is box office and it is going to be big money. Big, full. Not even just the ticket sales, merchandise sales, concession stands, parking. Dude, they are racking in money from every area when Caitlin Clark comes to town. So, of course, the Chicago Sky, oh, fine. I guess I'll milk that well until it...
While Angel Reese continues her campaign for relevance, teams across the WNBA are illuminating where the true spotlight lies. Caitlin Clark isn't just filling arenas, she's transforming the definition of WNBA success. Angel can post, talk, and spin narratives, but fans have already made their choice. Ticket sales and venue upgrades clearly indicate who they're eager to see play. The contrast becomes almost absurd when you examine the numbers. Every time Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese shared the court last season, ticket demand skyrocketed. We're not just talking minor price increases, tickets were resold for thousands as fans clamored for the chance to witness their matchup live. It became a major event. In stark contrast, when Reese played in games without Clark, attendance dipped significantly. Ticket prices didn't shift much, and the urgency of fans evaporated. It's as if the excitement left the building with Clark. Want to catch a Sky game next season? You'll find seats for cheap, akin to last-minute concert tickets for an outdated band. Meanwhile, good luck securing Fever tickets. They've been sold out for months, reflecting the growing interest and excitement surrounding their star players.
Let me tell you about Caitlin Clark.
Yeah.
Caitlin Clark has brought so many eyes to women's basketball that it's amazing. A dude named Acho, I forgot his first name, is something Acho.
Emmanuel Acho.
Yeah. He showed how in 5 days before the draft, she made the WNBA more money than they would have made in the next 5 years without her.
The attendance statistics alone reveal a profound story. Angel Reese's games averaged around 9,000 fans last season. Not a bad figure until you consider that Caitlin Clark and the Fever were drawing nearly 17,000 fans per game. That's almost double. This trend wasn't limited to home games. Clark consistently attracted larger crowds on the road, with the Fever witnessing a remarkable 36% increase in away attendance compared to other WNBA teams. Wherever Clark played, fans showed up in droves. According to the WNBA, Caitlin Clark was responsible for generating over a quarter of the league's revenue last year, a significant boost and effectively a one-woman economic stimulus package. This isn't a critique of Angel's game. She's undeniably talented and has her own dedicated fan base. However, when someone claims to be equally vital to the sport's growth and the evidence contradicts that assertion, it's challenging to overlook the disparity. You can't proclaim yourself the face of the league while only filling half as many seats as your competitor. Reality isn't something that can be manifested through confidence alone. It must be substantiated with tangible results.
As of right now, to my knowledge, what I've seen, no other Angel Reese games have been moved due to potential attendance for said game. I mean, I'm just pointing that out. I'm not sure if you're allowed to. I've been told, Angel Reese told us it was because of her too. They're coming because of me. Are they? Are they really?
Chicago isn't playing favorites. They're making savvy financial decisions. With the bottom line at stake, they're following the dollars, and right now, those dollars are gravitating towards Caitlin Clark. If one player can sell twice as many tickets and increase every team's revenue just by being present, that's not favoritism, it's economics. What began as a single initiative by the Sky has evolved into a broader trend throughout the league. The Washington Mystics didn't just upgrade, they relocated their game against the Fever to Baltimore's CFG Bank Arena, which accommodates nearly 15,000 fans. Meanwhile, Connecticut's Sun moved their game against Clark to Boston's TD Garden, home of the Celtics. These moves aren't mere coincidences. They're strategic financial decisions driven by the undeniable impact of the Caitlin Clark effect.
CC hype is real. Is this the Caitlin or Angel effect? Stop it. Caitlin Clark effect. GOAT. Let's go see what the Fever fans got to say. I mean, seriously, the Angel Reese effect. Sarcasm. Every venue CC plays in, the Caitlin Clark effect.
And the best
part? Caitlin Clark anticipated this shift nearly a year ago. After one of her games, she casually mentioned that women's basketball could benefit from playing in larger arenas. No ego, no demands, just a thoughtful observation about what could enhance the sport's growth. That offhand comment has now become a guiding blueprint, prompting teams across the league to adapt. The financial implications are staggering. The 2 games against the Fever at the United Center aren't just good public relations. They represent an additional $4 million compared to what Wintrust Arena could generate. For a league that has struggled with profitability for years, that's not just a bonus. It's a vital lifeline. This isn't mere hype, it's rooted in hard numbers. The math clearly indicates that Caitlin Clark isn't just transforming women's basketball, she's playing a crucial role in its preservation.
Remember, the Washington Mystics also moved 2 of their games yesterday, too. I wonder if those were Angel Reese games. Oh, they weren't. They weren't Angel Reese games. They were Indiana Fever games. I mean, I don't know what to tell you.
When league executives analyze the numbers, they see a sustainable business opportunity rather than a temporary trend. Franchises that once operated on slim margins now have a clear path to financial growth. The pivotal question isn't whether to leverage Caitlin Clark's extraordinary drawing power, but how quickly they can secure larger venues before their competitors catch on. In stark contrast, Angel Reese's off-court ventures tell a different story. Her involvement in the 3x3 League hasn't sparked record viewership, while Clark's presence is driving venue changes across several cities. Unfortunately, Reese's star power hasn't translated into comparable commercial success.
He is just not a needle mover like Caitlin Clark is. Now, is she a great player? Yes, she is phenomenal. But she is not Caitlin Clark. She's not even nowhere near on Caitlin level. She's not on her level financially. She's not on her level impact-wise. And she damn sure ain't on her level on the basketball court. Because we seen that happen last year when Caitlin won Rookie of the Year. Like, it's okay, bro. It is okay for her to be second fiddle.
Fan reactions to the recent venue changes have been predictably mixed. Supporters of Caitlin Clark emphasize the undeniable economic benefits, while fans of Angel Reese argue it's a case of favoritism. One viral tweet perfectly encapsulated the debate. Funny how they never moved Angel's games to larger arenas when she was breaking records, but suddenly they need 20,000 seats when Clark comes to town. This perspective, however, fails to recognize that ticket demand, not just record-breaking performances, drives these business decisions. Another fan quipped, "Maybe if Angel spent less time focusing on who's getting attention and more on developing a reliable jump shot, she wouldn't have to worry about venue sizes." Such comments highlight the intense scrutiny and differing opinions within the fan base. A Chicago local shared a more balanced perspective. "I've been a Sky fan for years, but I couldn't get tickets to the Fever games last season. Now, with the United Center, I finally can. How is giving more fans access to women's basketball a bad thing?" This sentiment underscores the broader advantage of expanding venues to meet the rising interest. While Angel aims to position herself as a significant draw, Caitlin allows her performance to speak for itself. Basketball experts suggest Angel could benefit from embracing the competitive nature of the league and focusing on elevating her game instead of making comparisons. The real question isn't whether people watch for Angel 2, but if she'll use this moment as motivation to improve rather than as fodder for complaints. Sometimes, the most challenging truths are those reflected in box scores and attendance figures. What are your thoughts? Let us know in the comments. If you enjoyed, leave a like and subscribe. More videos are on screen now.